Hey everybody, Steve here with Jim.
Morning.
We just finished our grocery shopping the last week of the month of August 2024. If you watched our first video on the first week of August, we showed you how much we spent that week for groceries here at Walmart, and I said at the end of the month I would share with you what we spent for the entire month. So I've got the totals here for each week of the month, and I'm gonna, if I can read them here. All right, I had to change my camera battery. These batteries aren't lasting as long as they used to. I have to change them. It seems like I can't even make it through one ride in the car from home to the store or back. All right, so I'll show you up here on the screen what my total was. Jim didn't print out his totals, but I've got mine. But I'm gonna read them to you right now here from my phone, and I'm gonna try, the sun is right in my face. Okay, a little shade here for a second. All right, so the first week, my total was 101. I'm just gonna round these up, and so $101. The second week was $56. The third week was $68. And that week I also ordered 3 boxes of cereal from Amazon, and that was $15. And then today was surprisingly only $56. So this is less than I thought it would be. I think at the beginning, the first week, it was $101, and I just figured it was going to be about $100 each month. Each week, and it would be about $400 for the month. But my total came to, for this month, for groceries for the entire month, was $296. Now I know this month I didn't have extra things like toothpaste and toilet paper. Or wait, no, I think that first week I did have toilet paper. So I don't know, but I think it's probably going to be between $300 and $400 a month, but we'll see. We'll see next month. And now Jim, his first week was $101. Second week was $100. Third week was $45. And then today was $93. So his total was $339. So
yeah, see, and mine technically would average about 100, between 90 to 100 a week. The low week there was because I had enough meals in the freezer for the week, so I didn't have to buy that much. But a normal thing where I'm buying for 7 days, it's between $90 and $100.
okay, but now why did you have extras?
Well, because I had one of the weeks prior to that, I had some just frozen meals that I had bought that I hadn't used yet because I was still buying like fresh. I was having salads or something.
Okay.
And so I decided the one week being that I had about 7 in there, 5 or 6, and I used them up.
Okay, but that's why we average things, because, you know, every week's a little bit different. So what's the total then? Jim's the human calculator, 339 and 286. Or was that 296? Yeah, 296 and 339.
635.
So the total for both of us for the month was $635. So that's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be around $800. You sent me, was it a spreadsheet, or what do you call it, from your Quicken?
It's in a spreadsheet format, but inside Quicken it's called a report.
Okay, so so it's still a spreadsheet.
Well, no, because it's not anything you enter.
I don't know what that means, but okay. So anyway, he sent me a report of what he had spent, because you kept your totals in Quicken every year for the last, well, forever. And so you sent me, was it the last 5 years since we retired? I think that's what it was. And so I've got that at home. So when I get home, I'll show that here on the screen. It did show that it went up each year. I was surprised because it didn't seem like it had gone up as much as it seems like it has gone up. When we go to the store, prices seem to have doubled in the last just 2-3 years. But I don't think it was doubled on your report that you gave me.
So much doubled, but I do remember, like around the time of the pandemic and just before that, I would probably spend between $55 and $65.
Yeah, so now, well, probably the big thing that went up for you was grapes, because I don't remember years ago you spending, a fortune in grapes every week.
Yeah, but too, I don't think I ever, I'm buying more too.
Oh, you are?
I mean, yeah. It's
now that
having
you're
to-
retired, you're eating a lot more grapes because when you were at work, you didn't take them to work
Well,
with you,
even
did
when
you?
I first retired, I mean, I would just take the bag that, maybe get 2 bags of how they fill it, and I would just have a smaller portion at lunch. But now sometimes my lunches are smaller, I eat more fruit with it. So, like I said, the 2 bags that I get are almost the equivalent of 3 because I take them out of another bag and just fill the other ones up.
Okay. So anyway, the prices have gone up, and I'll show you the report to show you how much they've gone up each year since we retired. But now, I do remember I was paying $45 to $50 a month for groceries right around before we retired, or right around the time we retired. What?
$45.50 a month.
No, a week. Did I say a month? Yeah, so a week. And now I almost never pay under $50 or $60. And that's on weeks where I just don't seem to need much. But now on my total, 300 and something, what does that divide out to a week? I guess it comes to around $60 or $65 a week for me. Well, whatever my total was, 3 something. Okay. All right. So I went from about 45 to 50 a week to now about 75 a week. So I knew they had gone up. So it's not double, but is that 25% increase, or what would that increase be from 50 to 75?
50 to 75 is a $25 increase. So based upon the 50, that's a 50% increase.
50% increase. Okay, so not a 100% increase, but a 50% increase just in the last few years. So how about you guys? Do you keep track of what you spend on groceries every week and every month? And have you, like Jim, put it in a spreadsheet like Quicken? And do you remember what you were paying before you retired and what you're paying now? And has it gone up like us, like 50%? That does seem like quite a bit, especially just I think mostly it's been in the last two to 3 years that's gone up that 50%. And again, it seems to be. It has nothing to do with inflation. It's just price gouging. Inflation doesn't go up 50% in a couple of years, but companies are just taking advantage of everyone, it seems. So, but again, that's a whole other issue, I guess. So anyway, share with us in the comments how our monthly grocery budget compares to yours. And I'm really curious to know how different it is from state to state, or country even. I know a lot of you are watching from other countries. Here in the state, at Walmart, it does seem like Walmart prices are pretty close to the same all over the country, which is kind of interesting. Where I have a feeling other grocery stores are probably very different depending on what state you live in. I know other bills are very different, but groceries seem like they might be very similar. Just from what I experienced when I took my road trip, I stopped at Walmart all over in lots of different states on my trip, and the prices seem pretty much the same as here, and quite a few of you have said the same thing. So anyway, thanks for joining us all today, and we'll hope to see you all next week.
Bye.